Today's the day we're getting ready to reveal America's top states for business in CNBC's exclusive annual study. It's all happening right here on Squawk Box. I just thought of something, Scott. Scott Cohn is live in the top state to give us all one last chance to guess where he is before the big reveal, because Becky was pretty sure she had it yesterday on one of your clues, Scott. And I don't really want to give it away, but she came up with why you said that Shakespeare quote about "there's the rub." She came up with something pretty compelling for that. I don't know if I want to talk about it, really.
Probably not. No, I don't know. It was something about bocce ball, I guess, right?
No, this was about
which may or may not have anything to do with
Vicks Vapo Rub, where that came from, where it was founded by Richardson Vicks. That could be it. And that made me think that the state where that was still has on the highway CNBC's top state for business. They still have it from a couple of years ago, when this state was one other time was the best. And I see it every time I drive down there. I see it in this state. They're still like bragging about that. So it really means, I mean, this is really good for a state when they get this, Scott. So kudos.
and it's why, Joe, to be serious for a moment. I mean, we really do take this seriously because we know that the states really pay attention to this, and economic development folks pay attention to this, and so we really do try and put a lot of thought into this while we have a little bit of fun. So I'll tell you what we have planned today and how this is going to work. In the next hour of Squawk Box, we'll start this countdown. We'll have states 5, 4, 3, and 2, the runners up. And then in the 8 a.m. Eastern time hour of Squawk Box, we will reveal America's top state for business, finally clear up the mystery of where I am, and we will interview this state's governor live. I've been giving you diabolical hints, gave them to you all day yesterday. Joe was talking about one, and that's the first one. There's the rub. Beat the rush. Old school. Highlight of my life, and big house. They're diabolical hints, though, so if you think you know, think again.
She had, for Big House, I don't remember what she said, but she had something that also pointed to that state that I talked about, but I don't know the other ones. What are the other ones again? Let me just see that real quickly, Scott, and try and figure that out.
There's
old school.
There's the rub. Beat the rush, old school. Yeah. Highlight of my life, and big house.
Big house. I don't want to go to the big house. That's all I can think of when I see that. Not that I have any reason to think I ever would, but you just never know. All right, Scott. And yesterday, did you see he was in a place where it was daylight at like?
It looks daylight there. So yeah. I don't think it's a West Coast.
How could it be a West Coast? How could It's a good state for business. How could it be the West Coast? It's impossible. It's impossible unless you get so woke that.
So every year we get wherever we are, we get some kind of amateur botanists that like to look at the foliage and see if they can figure it out from there. So we decided we would just drive everybody crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there, and those are all real, I assume. That one looks like it's...
Maybe he's just at a Home Depot.
Yeah, he could be.
In the nurseries. I would not want to play poker with Scott Cohn, that's for sure.
I wouldn't want to stand there too long.
Read his face, nothing.
You may see Little Shop of Horrors in a second coming. Oh! Just don't get too close to that thing, Scott. All right, when are we doing this? What time?
Next hour, we're going to do the runners-up, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and then in the 8 o'clock hour, we will reveal, finally, end the suspense, tell you where I am.
On Squawk Box, as it should be.
On Squawk Box.
Be. And here you are, as it should be, Scott. Thank you. We appreciate that. We'll see you then.